Hey guys, Tim from Huck's Small Engine Repair and Sales here. Got a MTD Briggs. This one's a 500 series. Just got it in the shop. Looks like it's been sitting outside, so I wanted to do a video on how to check for water in your fuel. Lots of people think it's okay to store your mower outside, and although it is and it should be, water still manages to get underneath this fuel cap. And actually the ethanol in fuel seems to attract moisture into the tank, which is crazy, but we see a lot of these tanks with water in them. So I'm going to go ahead and take the shroud off and all that jazz, and I'm going to pull the tank off, and then we will show you what the water looks like in the fuel and how to properly drain that, and then how to clean your tank. So let's go. All right, we're ready to go. Take my 5/16, pull this shroud off real quick. You don't have to do it this way. This way is just easier. I like to pull the whole tank to be able to blow it out, maybe run some cleaner through it, and then let it air dry with some air. So we'll take these three out. Okay, now this tank just slides up like this. I'll pull this cover off first. Oh, that's nice. Slides up like this. We're going to take our pliers, reposition it here. There's a little cable clamp under here, or hose clamp I should say. Let me turn this so I can get to it. Okay, now we have our tank off. I will get repositioned here. And show you what's in the fuel. All right, I've got just a clear jar here. Has a nice reservoir to pour our fuel into. And you can choose to go through the fuel hose. I like to go through the hose, and you can actually make sure that the screen in there ain't plugged, because sometimes you got fuel flow issues, and it looks like this one is almost like pulsating out of there, so it's like the cap isn't venting, or there's some gunk stuck in there. We'll pour a little of this out and see if we can't see any water separation in there. Of course, I'm doing this the long way. Normally I would have just taken the cap off and dumped the whole thing in our disposal bin, but alright, let's see if we got any water. That can drain over there. Oh. Okay. So, we're going to set this upright. See that? See this down in this corner? You can see it separated? Yep, right there. That's all water. Water separates from fuel. That's all water right there. So that's why your mower isn't running right. Even just that little bit of water, that is going to be a problem. It's not combustible. It's just going to get stuck in your carburetor, ran through your engine, and this little bit of water, even just like a minute drop, your engine will know. It'll sputter. It might not run at all. But I like to do this test. I really like to do this actually when a customer comes into the shop and they're complaining that they've had their mower cleaned or serviced, even by us maybe, and they're like, hey, it's just not running right. Well, I'll pop the fuel hose off right there and be like, hey, did you fill up with your fuel can at home? And they're like, yep. Dump it out, show them, hey, your fuel can at home's got water in it. Well, how can that be? Well, even in the shed, it's still wicking moisture into the can. Be sure to change that all the time. I know it feels ridiculously expensive, but if you want your mower to run right, it's going to need it. Again, we'll zoom in on this. That's actually quite a bit of, oh, there we go. All of this stuff right here, that's water. Yuck. That's bad. That's not good. So that's a little lesson. We're going to take this empty tank. I'm going to blow it out with some air, but not too hard, because there is a little screen on the inlet of the tank going with the hose, that barb that goes through the hose out to the carburetor. There is a screen in there, and if you blow backwards through the hose, sometimes we've popped those screens out on accident. So, but it's good. Just take some air, blow through gently backwards through the fuel line that's still attached to there, or if you took it out, blow backwards through the barb. It works good. So yeah, we're ready to go. We're just gonna clean that up, put some fresh fuel in it. I'll have a couple more videos about this. I especially want to clean this carburetor, check the key, and clean the deck and all that jazz too. So here we are. What do you know? Gas in another customer's, or water in another customer's gas. Happens all the time.